Hi guys, it's Erin with Ancient Harmony Healing. We are a wellness company formed by 5 women, each who had a chronic illness ranging from lupus to eczema to infertility issues that we healed using medical medium protocols, light, energy, and nature. And it's our mission to help spread that light, help other people heal. We have crystal infused safe skincare products for people with sensitive skin, because some of us have eczema issues and know what that's like, looking for skincare that you can trust. And we also have our intention line, which uses affirmations, crystals, and essential oils to help set intentions and set tones and clear spaces and that kind of thing. So check us out online. We just finished celebrating Christmas over here. It was a different kind of Christmas because most of our family that usually comes over was on Zoom all day. I felt really good and had a lot of high energy happening during Christmas. But there also is a lot of just energy during Christmas. And I think it can get people clogged up, emotions can run high. Some of us have, certain family members that you anticipate that clash with you, like that kind of thing that happens every year. And I was thinking about how tired you can get with all of that energy around you all the time. And I've been doing like nature walks. I didn't do one on Christmas, but I did a long drive on Christmas in nature, and did a hike yesterday, and just been spending a lot of time like keeping the energy flowing, because it's not just what's going on in your own family, it's the dynamic of the astrology at the time, it's the dynamic of the community consciousness at the time. So staying on top of taking care of yourself, I feel like is super, super important around this time of year. Otherwise, it can take you off on a tangent, and we don't need to go off on a tangent, right? Let's just stay on path. So I wanted to talk a little bit about food, about some energy exercises that I do. Big thing is if you're gonna go off maybe your healthy diet that you do, try to hydrate really, really, really well. I'm talking cucumber juice, celery juice. I did not go off medical medium, but I did make a lot of higher fat foods, higher salt foods. And I can definitely feel the difference to that energetically. I often say that what I eat in my cooking is this foundation of my spiritual practice. And that is because what we put into our bodies has a frequency, changes the frequency of what we're emitting in any given moment. And essentially because of that changes who we are. So just focus back in. I love life-changing foods to work on energetic issues, because medical medium really breaks it down on what these different high-powered foods do for you energetically. So if you're feeling sad, like he's got foods for that. If you're feeling tired, he's got foods for that. If you're feeling angry, he's got foods for that. So I love to start there. The other thing is clearing your physical space as soon as you can. So I know that my house is a cluttered disaster after Christmas, and we all work hard. We worked hard in the household to clean up and get things, rolling by today, so that we had a clear space to work in. And I know sometimes it's like you might be so tired and you might have gotten so clogged up, and the clogged mess in your house is just a reflection of what energetically is going on inside of you, right? Ugh. So start small, put a couple things away, eat a banana, have a big glass of water. Just take baby steps. See if you can just like walk outside in your yard for a little bit if going out on a hike is too much. And if you're gonna do a hike and you can just eat fruit for a day, you go, because more power to you. That's awesome. That'll get you back on track real fast. But baby steps are also really good if you're so clogged up that you just like can't function anymore. And especially people with empathic abilities get this way. I get this way. That's why I've learned over many years of practice to try to stay on top of it, so I never get to a place where I'm just like so clogged up that I can't function anymore. Energetically, I do the chakra clearing a lot, and that was in the last week's episode. So you can do a quick version of that chakra clearing, and also do energy calling back. And I talked about it a little bit in that chakra clearing, but essentially what it is that as we get really clogged up and congested and we're tired, we don't realize it, but we have energetic tentacles or tendrils or whatever you want to call them. They're connected to people, they can be connected to places, they can be connected to ideas. They're connected to a whole bunch of different things all around us, and they change our frequency, they can drain our energy, they can keep us kind of revolving in a pattern that might not be a really helpful pattern for us. And calling them back is super easy. It's really simple. You don't have to do anything except have a little faith that what you're doing is real and working, and give yourself a little space to do it in, and that's it. So you just make the intention of calling all that energy back to you. You can do it by taking a moment to close your eyes, to visualize that, you can see maybe some big tentacles or tendrils or maybe some smaller ones, and you can kind of maybe get a sense of where they are on your body. And if you can't, that's totally fine. Just envision them all over, and just envision yourself bringing them back in. And when you're bringing them back in, you're not pulling in the thing they're holding on to. You're letting go. It's the sensation, it's the feeling of letting go. One of the biggest energy drainers out there is trying to control things that you don't have control over. Like trying to control the energy of a party that you're throwing, or trying to control the energy of a situation. Like if you're like a hosting situation, you're hosting something and you want it to go a certain way, or you're engaging with somebody and you want them to act a certain way, you want to have a certain connection with them, that kind of thing. So call your energy back in. Let go of trying to control things so much, and just have faith that where you are right now and the way things are right now, if it's a really dark moment, there are jewels in that for you that you will take away, and you will take off with you into the sunset when you finally find your horse and ride that way. It's just not, even if you're having a hard time, it's just not, if you can let go of the control, it'll help everything. It'll clear everything. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share, especially because these things that I talk about are things that I struggle with and that I work with. And when I figure something out, I'm like, yes, I've got to share this with people so that they could do it too. And it's amazing. It's amazing, the freedom and the energy that you have when you stop trying to control things, when you call your energy back, when you pay attention to the foods that you're putting in your body. You start developing relationships with those foods. You start feeling the frequency of those foods. It's amazing. Healing is a holistic experience. It's everything. It's not just crystals and meditation. It is food. It is location. It is, intention, your mind. It is medications you're on. It is like everything in your world and in your life that you have right now is all contributing to your state of being, to your frequency, to what you're putting out into the world. And I think that when we start focusing on a broader thing like that, we can make a better decision about how we want to change, because we can actually change once we realize how much goes into this, how we At one point, maybe we're looking at just this one small part of us as spiritual, but we realize that we are spiritual, immortal beings, and that when you look at everything that you do in that way, it gives you power. Maybe it feels overwhelming at first, but it gives you power because you can make decisions and you understand that those decisions have an impact that really shifts and changes things for you. So I always like to start small because I get overwhelmed. So I start with an orange. I start with a glass of water with lemon in it. You know, and over time, those habits or those little moments become patterns and habits, and my frequency changes and it shifts. And anybody can do this. It's available for anybody. It's one of the reasons I love medical medium so much and I read all of his stuff so much, is because you really start to get the picture and understand that what you're putting into your body and all the things that are surrounding you are all spiritual. I love that. So anyway, happy holidays to all of you. Find your peace, gather your jewels, find your horse, ride off into that sunset. I'm going to be right next to you, riding on my own horse. I love you guys and take care. Bye.